This video is for anyone trying to increase their print-on-demand t-shirt sales. I want to share a strategy with you that when you see it, you're going to be like, damn, that is a very easy, basic approach that you can use to compete with the best of the best. I'm going to be researching some of the top trends right now, and I'm going to show you how I can create similar designs that would appeal to the same customers that are already making purchases in those niches. But I want to use a little trick that you may or may not have seen before to differentiate myself. So let's get to it. So I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I do this process. You may or may not have seen it before, but it might be worth just seeing a refresher because the process today uses AI to make this a lot more streamlined and quicker and easier. So first things first, I need a trending niche. This is only going to take a minute because I'm going to use the Merch Dominator research tool, which constantly looks at Amazon merch listings, looks at the BSR, the bestseller rank, and puts the bestsellers right in front of us. So I'm going to go to MBA and KDP and click bestsellers. Again, it is sorted by BSR by default. You can see right there. So it just takes a second to load the database. Now you'll notice that it loads in a bunch of big brands by default. I'm going to click advanced filters. I'm going to hit select all next to exclude brands, and then I'm going to hit search again. It's going to filter out the protected brands. Let's just go and find something that is currently trending. So notice I didn't search for anything. I am just following the current trends right now. If you watch this video in the future, these trends will likely change. So we see a lot of like Gulf of America, Gulf of Mexico, Cinco de Mayo, Kentucky Derby. You know, as we get into May, no surprises here. I think we should do something related to the month of May, given that, you know, we're in the first few days of the entire month. And what I'm going to ultimately do, by the way, with this design, I will show you in just a second. But what I want to do is essentially put it on the pocket after I remix the design using AI. This is an example of what I'm going to be doing where I take a popular trending design, remix it using AI. I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to scale it down and put it as a pocket design. If you want to see this on Amazon really quickly, you'll get a better gist of exactly how it's going to look when we are done. But something simple just like that. And you can see this design right here that took a popular design and scaled it down to the pocket. They're charging $22.99 for the shirt. Their BSR is 102,000. So they're making daily sales. That is the dream. Now I went ahead and I selected this really cool kind of like vintage, colorful, Kentucky Derby inspired. Now we're not going to say Kentucky Derby, but we know why it's trending because the Kentucky Derby is in the beginning of May, okay, for the horse racing lovers. And we're going to go ahead and remix this design in ideogram, and then we're going to scale it down for the pocket. So what we're going to do here in Merch Dominator is where you see the down arrow with the circle. When you click that, it will download the design for us. Now that we have the design file, what we're going to do is jump on over to ideogram and use the describe feature. So I'm simply going to click describe. AI is going to read this design and generate a nice prompt. So you can see here the design. It doesn't look, well, actually, no, it pulled it up against a black background. So it does look good. The last time I tried before I hit record, it was against a white background and it looked very hard to see. But you can see ideogram described this as a stylized digital art illustration of 3 horse jockeys on horses against a black background. The horses and riders are rendered in vibrant neon colors, the lead horse and rider in bright blue, the middle horse and rider in orange, and the trailing horse and rider in green. The horses are depicted in full gallop with dynamic movement lines. The riders wear matching colored helmets, yellow, pink, and green respectively. The horses' muscles are defined and their manes are flowing. The background features a dark, textured effect with scattered white, paint-like splatters and particles. The entire illustration has a glow effect that makes the colorful elements pop dramatically against the black backdrop. The image has a modern, edgy, street art aesthetic with sharp contrast and bold color choices. See, why would I spend however many minutes it would take me to write that myself when I could just let AI do it? So I'm going to hit generate, and it's going to use that prompt that it just used to describe the bestseller, right? The trending bestseller. And now it's going to make similar designs that are not exact replicas that should be different enough. And if it's not, you can rerun the prompt. It's not hard, guys. Okay, so by the way, one thing I love about ideogram, it generates 4 at a time. So we can select the one that we like the most. So here are 4 different renditions of this, all with their own kind of unique style. I'm going to go with the first one because it looks like it will look natural on a t-shirt. When I see a design like this, I actually really like it. Number two, I think I might actually like the most. I don't think that's going to translate as well though into a t-shirt design, so I'm going to roll with this first one. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit upscale. It doesn't take long for it to upscale, and it will double the resolution. So from 1024 by 1024 to 2048 by 2048. This is going to be the perfect size for what we want to use it for to make a pocket design. So no need to mess with it anymore in terms of upscaling. But then I'm going to go to where it says replace BG, and I'm going to click remove BG, and it's going to do just that. With the transparent design, we'll be able to bring it over to our t-shirt, and it's ready for sale. So I went ahead and I clicked download in the top right corner. Because we already removed the background, it's going to automatically download it as a transparent PNG, which is just what we need for print on demand. Now I'm going to jump on over to Amazon Merch, where I'm going to simply drag and drop the design file that is upscaled and has the background removed. So now when I scroll down, you'll see it applies it to every product. Now, it actually might work for all the products. It actually looks really good on the pillow, the pop socket, the tumbler even. But my real intent was to sell pocket designs on t-shirts. So I'm simply going to manually drag it into the corner and place it on the pocket. You can see here, it looks good against pretty much all the different colors of t-shirts available on Amazon Merch as well. So I think we've got ourselves a winner. Now, of course, the niche right now is a trending niche that's going to come and go. After the big horse race this weekend, it's not going to be as relevant, but do this for any niche and any trend at any time of year. The pocket designs, people love them. I tried to show you an example with the Trump shirt. They priced it at $22.99, just so you guys know. If you price a standard t-shirt at $22.99, you're making $7.11 on every sale. Now, a lot of people have been leaving comments on videos and in communities about Amazon Merch repricing our products and pricing them lower, and we don't have any control over that. Well, if you price up initially, then you're kind of protected against that. Now, I know it's kind of easier said than done. If you price up, I think it really benefits you if you're going to launch manual ad campaigns. That's a whole separate topic for a separate video, but I just wanted to mention that I price my stuff up. So when they manually reprice, or when they reprice my stuff down and I can't fight back, I'm still capturing a lot of royalties. So it's been net positive for me. But you guys see what we can do here. So we can go into each product and drag the design over the pocket. And then when we're doing our SEO, our search engine optimization, we just would want to call this, or at least call attention to the fact that this is a horse racing inspired design. And you're seeing exactly as I would do this if I wasn't recording for YouTube, okay? The design, when you upscale it in ideogram to 2048 by 2048, I think is the perfect size for a pocket design. The pop socket, you'd probably want to scale up, but even that looks really good. I mean, check that out. I think this is actually a winner for pretty much all the products here on Amazon Merch. The phone case, the tote bag. Okay, the tote bag, maybe it's a little bit small, but I guess you just kind of use your discretion. The pillow is going to be the exact same. And then the tumbler here, I think actually looks really good. Just like that, you know what I mean? I think that's perfect. So that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to show you. The pocket designs, they sell well in any niche year round. They are not a trend. They are just a design style. And it's a great way to differentiate yourself when you are a newcomer to a trending niche. By the way, it works really well on Etsy also, where you can control your primary thumbnail to a greater degree than on Amazon Merch, where you can't control it at all. So if you sell these on Etsy, I would definitely recommend using their ability to crop your primary thumbnail and even zoom in, not too much so that you can't tell it's a pocket design, but also, of course, like put that in your SEO so that people know clearly it is a small pocket design, and then have your other mockups that make that clear. But guys, thank you for watching. Check out Merch Dominator for your research needs on Amazon. And of course, check out Ideogram if you're doing any print on demand designs using AI. I'll link both in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.